to double play. Welcome back to the World Baseball Classic here at Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, USA. Leading off, Zach Geloff. First offering way inside, almost got him. On the ground, right side. Guerrero the toss to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. And that one fouled off. This one popped up. Marte under it. And there's two away. So they're down to their final out. Next to hit, Jacob Wilson. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball to middle. That's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Swung on, belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. Out of here. Another homer. Now on the bump, Wandy Peralta.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Digging in, Nick Kurtz. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 0-2. And he couldn't hold back. Here's Juan Soto. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Andres Munoz.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Just missed. Fights it off. He'll see another. A little bit low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
2 down, nobody on. And the home team trying to pull it out. Ground ball right side. And it's just foul. That was close. 3. About to get started here, Jacob Wilson now at the plate. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. Nice grab. There's one. To first, double play. Nicely done. Next to hit, Nick Kurtz. This one drilled, right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A solo shot. Ground ball right side, Barais. Tosses to first, and that Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Nobody on, but that changes now with the intentional walk. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. One away. One out man at first. Luis Ariz stands in. And this one squirts away from the catcher. The throw into second. Save! He beats it. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. 2 away. And that drops in for a strike. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ground ball. And that's just foul. Got him swinging. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Jose Buto.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Contreras under it, and he's got it. Stepping in, Lawrence Butler. Ball. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And a 1-2. That one missed.
That ball went out.
Base knock center field. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Other than Rip. One into the gap or blasted one over the wall. There aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field.
Now this is through for a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. That one ripped, but foul. Now the 0-1. Sliced hard, but foul. Two on, one out. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Gone way up into the upper deck. A shot to the opposite field. Slider right there. That one found hard the other way. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first in time. And here is Jacob Wilson. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag. Welcome back to the World Baseball Club. So the leadoff guy being intentionally walked to get to the slugger. Okay. Churio aboard here at first with nobody out. And that one's a little bit low. And it's 1-1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ballgame.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Foul off down the right side. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. This one smoked on its way out of here. And they cut into the deficit. Very unusual here. An intentional walk with the bases empty and one out. Acuna now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. In there. Sets him down on strikes. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. That is the inning. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, Anthony Molina.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Base hit center field. And a good start to the inning. Now it's the DH, Nick Kurtz.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
A rope into right, and that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. That one is absolutely belted. Base hit! They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Digging in, Brent Rooker. Base hit, one run is in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-run single, and they take a 3-run lead. Now at the plate, Lawrence Butler. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Swings over the top of that one.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into the 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Two aboard with one out. Now it's going to be Joey Meneses. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Fought off foul.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and he breaks his back. Serpa takes it in for the out. That's out number 2.
Inside ball.
Two on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. On the ground at first. He takes it on his own. That ends the inning. Back here in Miami, so we get an intentional walk with no outs in the inning.
You know, this group of hitters showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers kind of speak for themselves with the 4.
Here's Geloff for 1. They get the double play, and just 1 out to go now. Base is empty after the double play. Jackson Chourio, the next to hit. Intentional walk coming here. They put him on board, and with 2 outs, they'll go after the next batter. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
1 strike away. Just missed. Cut on and missed, struck him out, and that's the ball game.